What things do men do that are sexy that they don't realize are sexy? So apparently men who read books are sexy was a lie. I've scrolled through all the comments and not one mentions reading. Caring for helpless things. I do love it when men kind of lightly, half-jokingly but passionately rant about something. An ex said it was hot watching me change her car's oil. Carrying as many folding chairs as you can at once. Something rolled up sleeves. There was a study done in Japan to see what school-aged ladies saw as attractive in their male counterparts, and running fast was like number 1 or 2 for elementary and middle schoolers. I find men that show their caring, gentle and soft side very sexy. Like being gentle with siblings, friends and animals. They make me feel safe. My heart does a little flip each time my significant other, ever so slightly, puts his hand on my back when we're walking to guide me, or if he's trying to squeeze by behind me. I don't know why that gets me fired up, lol. Moaning during sex. I heard 1 million power in Rise of Kingdoms gets you any girl you want. One time my wife and I were trying to move this big giant recliner type chair up our stairs and we were having trouble, and I said, "It's okay, sweetheart, you take a break." And I just picked the thing up and hauled it upstairs myself. She said, "Wow." Pausing and thinking before reacting. It's so hot. A physician I work with always does this and it's very, very attractive. Being nice to me. I once changed a radiator in my house and that, without doubt, got me more attention and flattery from the women in my life than anything else I've ever done. My wife has told me taking my shirt off with one hand is a thing. That kind of blew my mind. I think it's very sexy to see his hands. I always imagine the things he can do to me with his beautiful hands. It's a trap, fellas, just live in ignorant bliss. Once you realize something is sexy, you will become a self-conscious dork about it and it will no longer be sexy. Being kind to animals. The number of men posting about the things they personally do that are sexy to women is doubly comical, given the second part of the question implies they don't know it's sexy. Being book smart. If I ask my boyfriend a history question and he randomly knows the answer to it, or if I ask about a math problem and watching him figure it out is the hottest thing, like, "Yeah, you divide those numbers, baby." Moan during sex. Treating me like an actual person, having good conversation that isn't just sexual overture, and then letting me know they're interested in me. When a random child interacts with them and they don't act like it's an annoying bother. When they can have an argument without even a subtle threat of violence. When they're industrious at something. When I can tell their entire self-esteem isn't based off getting me into bed. One time I needed a light bulb changed and my boyfriend reached up, unscrewed it, and put in a new bulb, and I about wet my pants. He could just, reach it with no stretching. And he just solved my problem in like 3 seconds. Also, his shirt lifted up a bit when he did it. Swoon. When we were younger and doing renovations in the house, we would always have to stop for a quickie. It must have been a turn-on for my wife, working with me. I know I enjoyed its smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. I love when a guy just handles something that otherwise could have been pesky or difficult, even if it's minor. Essentially, taking swift charge without being asked. I'm super independent, and even from my personal perspective where I enjoy doing things myself, I think it reads like an act of service and thoughtfulness, be a demonstration of capability, and also see enthusiasm. That "oh, it's taken care of" line is just hot smiling face with heart-shaped eyes. You know when you're out and about and he just casually opens doors for you or walks street side. That. My husband twists his beard, it's a shorter beard, with his fingers while he reads. He ends up with this little horn sticking out. It's goddamn precious. I catch myself staring at him and smiling while he does it. The left hand on the wheel, the right hand holding mine while driving. An ex of mine once got turned on when I told her I put a hand on the wall when I pee. I'm not sure I fully understand that one. I'm 6 feet 4 inches 235. My wife says she thinks it's sexy when I bring in tons of bags from food shopping. I think she says that just so I bring them all in to impress her, lol. When he is reversing the car and puts his hand on the back of my seat. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. Please say watch football all Sunday long. Please say watch football all Sunday long, crossed fingers. Eye contact. Filling up my water bottle randomly. Putting air in my tires. Getting my favorite snack from the gas station when he comes over. Running fingers through my hair. Helicopter penis. Actually, this is probably the opposite. While having a casual conversation, they go, "Oh, is that so?" Or it's like that, how in a tease why manner, with a smile on their face, and I end up with butterflies in my tummy. I was told by my ex that it turned her on whenever there was a problem with her laptop and I would Anydesk it and solve it remotely. We were long distance. Yes, I'm Indian. I remember hooking up with this one girl, and when she saw my pubic area she said, "You shave? That's sexy as hell." I never knew that shaving your pubes was such a turn on for women. When they smile. Capable men doing things with their hands. Wow. Apparently having a sense of direction, lol. I've dated a few girls who commented on it, saying their exes would be lost forever without GPS. Like, I drove there one time. I don't understand how hard it is to find your way back from a place you drove to an hour or two ago, lol. Had no idea my entire existence oozed sex till I read this thread. Why am I so alone, lol. When my boyfriend laughs hard, he has this cute laugh. Seeing him so happy and laughing is so sexy to me. A girl told me that my sleepy voice was sexy. I have no idea if this is just a her thing or... It feels like most of these apply to men that you've already broken the friend level with. Especially the touch-related answers. My BF and I went to eat at this restaurant before we knew we had feelings for each other. While I would talk, he would either laugh or smile, and once while doing so he circled the rim of his glass with his finger. I later found out that he did it unconditionally, but I short-circuited while he did it. Lying on the bed, on his belly, naked, showing his round butt and his strong shoulders, damn, that's sexy. Cook dinner for our significant others, clean the house without being asked, opening the car doors for our women. Refuse to ogle women in front of their SO. The respect is noticed immediately. Forklift certified. Real, genuine belly laughs. When they can suck their own dick and go to town. One-handed steering wheel grip, reverse parking with their arm resting behind the passenger seat. When they explain math to me. Something about a man being logical and analytic is so sexy, I swear it's like seared into my DNA or something. At this point I'm not even interested in what they're saying anymore, I'm just trying not to drool. Treat me like a person and not a thing to be won. Help with house chores. Apparently cleaning the backyard, the garage, or doing dishes is sexy AF. My wife finds it oddly sexy by touching the top of a door and leaning outwards when I am naked to stretch out my arms and body. POV men reading those things. Nerd face memo. Go on, I am all ears. Definitely moaning during sex, but it has to be genuine, otherwise it's counterproductive. Face with rolling eyes. IDK how many men do this but squealing when they get excited. Like little happy or excited noises. It's so fucking cute for some reason. Probably sounds so silly, but when he actually listens. Like, asks me questions about what I'm saying and does that little lip-licking bite thing. The affirming yet gentle nods. Love it. I like it when dudes take off their shirts. Doesn't matter the dude's looks or body or anything. Just the act of it makes me go mmmmmmmm. Not shirtless dudes, mind you. Once the shirt is off I'm much more particular, but the act of taking the shirt off is always excellent. My girlfriend was locked out of her apartment and I picked her lock. I picked the hell out of that lock. Maybe I'm a freak, but unbuttoning and slightly rolling up sleeves of a button-down shirt exposing forearms wrists is hot. I think it's sort of like a woman unbuttoning her top button. Not asking questions here that have been asked 1290 times before. Rolling up the sleeve of a neatly pressed white